So let's take this example. There is a relation R, a table R, where it has SIDs as, where it has attributes as SID, SNAME, date of birth and course ID. And the functional dependency given is SID determines SNAME and date of birth, right? Now first find out the candidate key. Now the candidate key for this table is, if I write SID plus, I get SID, SNAME, date of birth, but I don't get CID. Therefore, CID also has to be in the candidate key, right? Now, if the candidate key is SID, CID, then this SID forms the partial dependency, right? So whenever there is partial dependency, we are going to decompose the table, okay? So we are going to decompose the table like this. So R1, we are going to find out SID plus, okay? We are going to find out SID plus. SID plus is going to be SID, SNAME and date of birth. SID, SNAME and date of birth, right? So in one of the tables, we are going to put, let us say in R2, we are going to put this. You can put in R1 or R2, not a problem. SID, SNAME and date of birth, right? And in R1, we have to put the remaining attributes along with the common attribute. What should be the common attribute? Candidate key of one of the table should be the common attribute, right? So I'm going to put SID here and the remaining attribute is CID, right? Now if you observe it, the redundancy has been reduced. How the redundancy has been reduced here is, see this. Now the table is in second normal form and the redundancy has reduced. Let us say there is a student S1 who has registered in course C1, and there is the same student S1 has registered in course C2, and the same student S1 has registered in course C3, and a different student S2 has registered in a course C4. Okay. Now for S1, the name and date of birth will be same. Let us say A and then 1, 1990, right? And for S1, this is going to be same 1990, and name is A and it is going to be same 1990, right? And for S2, the name can be different and maybe 1990, right? Now if you observe this part is redundant. Now by splitting it into two tables, what we have done is, now SID, SNAME and date of birth has gotten into a different table. So SID is S1, name is A and date of birth is 1990, and SID is S2, name is B and date of birth is 1990. Okay, there is no redundancy here. Even though you are seeing 1992 times, it is not redundancy. Date of births can be same. Okay. Now coming to SID course ID, you can simply write S1 registered in C1, S1 registered in C2, S1 registered in C3 and S2 registered in C4, right? Right. Now this is how redundancy has been eliminated when we have decomposed a table into second normal form, right? When we decompose the table into second normal form, the redundancy has been eliminated. But the question is it dependency preserving, right? So if you look at the functional, or let us look at lossless decomposition, okay, or functional dependencies, okay. So this functional dependency comes in this table R2. SID determines SNAME and date of birth. SID determines SNAME and date of birth, right? Now if you look at it, the common attribute is SID in both of them. Now the common attribute is a candidate key for one of the tables, therefore it is lossless decomposition. And there is only one functional dependency which is present here, therefore functional dependency is also preserved. Right? Now if you observe it, in the table R1, there are no non-trivial functional dependencies, right? When there are no non-trivial dependencies, functional dependencies, all the attributes will combinedly form the key. So SID, CID will form the candidate key, and we have seen that when there are no functional dependencies, non-trivial functional dependencies, the table is in BCNF, right? And here in this table, if you observe it, the left hand side of the functional dependency is a candidate key, right? So for this table, SID is the candidate key, because if you find out SID plus, you are going to get SID, yes name, and date of birth, right? Therefore, this SID is the candidate key for this table. This SID is the candidate key for this table. Right, right. Therefore, what can we say? Since the left hand side of the functional dependency is a candidate key, it is in BCNF. It is in third normal form also, and it is in BCNF also. So the table, this decomposition is not just decomposition into second normal form. We have decomposed it up to BCNF. BCNF is the highest normal form that this decomposition has gotten us. Okay, thank you.